They just started swearing at me. Hey guys, so my name is Sky and I am 19 years old. I am currently working 2 jobs. So today I thought I would share some of the experiences that I've had so far since September. We can have a bit of chat, a bit of a giggle. You can let me know of any of your own experiences or horror stories down in the comments below. I normally do my hair in a way that makes me look as young as possible as well. Then I thought if I look as young as possible, people won't be nasty to me. They'll think, oh, she's so young, that's so nice. I'm not going to scream and shout at her and throw a basket in her face. But I still have had some incidents. Yes, it is true. I have cried on my till. Oh god. My manager knows I cried on my till. That's the embarrassing bit. Everybody knows that I did that. It's not the fact that people upset you, it's the fact that you get frustrated, and because you don't want to lose your job, you can't say anything back. So you just sit there and you go, I'd probably been working there for about a month at this point. I only got till trained on my 3rd week, so I'd been on tills for about a week and I was on till 1, which I really wasn't used to at this point, because till 1 is the one that controls all the other tills. So the way I've been trained and the company policy is that the trolley has to be turned in a certain position. So I had this man first thing in the morning. He only had like a few items, but he still had a trolley with him, and he put it in the wrong position. So I was like, oh, can you move your trolley around for me please and pop it into here? And he was like, nope, 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 I'm not moving my trolley. And I was like, oh. Didn't really know what to say then. He was like, I am the customer, therefore I am always right. I am not going to be told where to put my trolley. I was like, alright, beep, beep, beep. And he had really bad breath and he came up really close to me whilst putting his items in, and he whispered right in my ear. I can't even remember what he whispered because it was just such a blur at this point. He was like, you don't have to treat me any different to any other customer, you pathetic little girl, or something like that. With a few swear words in there, but it was just the fact that he'd come into my space to whisper in my ear. Just like, that's £17.20 please. These customers that were behind in the queue actually said to him, they were like, you don't need to be like that mate, she's just being nice. I took the payment, gave him a receipt, and this man went off, and then I said thank you to these other customers and started serving them, and it was just starting to catch up with me. And they could see that I was getting tearful, so as I was scanning the items through, he put his hand on my wrist and he went, it's alright. My eyes just went and I was like that, scanning items through with one hand. Another time at night, I've been on my till on my own pretty much, and there was this customer who was buying like a bag of sweets, so it was just like really quick transaction, like 99p. It was like a 50-year-old man smelled the alcohol on his breath because he came in close again. What is with customers that do this? Coming in right close and whispering stuff in your ear. You're really pretty or something like that, he whispered, which is nice, but it was a bit creepy. Just the other week, because my New Year's resolution is to get a bit more brave with my challenge 25, because like paracetamol and ibuprofen, the company policy is challenge 25, even though you only have to be 16 to buy it, and I always get really scared and I am bad at guessing ages. I had this girl in my queue and I ID'd her, kicked off, she didn't have any ID basically. She was like, I've got my car keys, you only have to be 16 to buy paracetamol, and I was like, yes, but it's challenge 25. It's the same for Christmas crackers, which you've got to be 12 for, but it's still challenge 25. And she was like, oh, but I need them. And I was like, I'm afraid I can't sell them to you, I've asked for ID, you haven't got any, so I'm not allowed to sell it to you. And she was not happy, but I am so proud of how I dealt with that situation. One thing you potentially don't realise about cashiers as well, say you're on till 1, which means you are main till, you're in control, you've got all the codes, also got a headset on. I'd reached the end of scanning the items and she'd paid me this money and I was working out a change for her. And at the exact same time, the till in front of me had asked me for the code for a product. I was also having to look up at the same time to check whether to open another till or not because we were getting busier. And they also had someone talking to me in my headset, so it was like looking, headset and working out change all at the same time, and just got so hectic at once. Counted it out, it took me about 8 seconds, obviously being distracted all at the same time, and decided before I'm gonna give it her, I'm just gonna double check it. So I just went, and then I went to give it her, and whilst I was counting it like that, she went, are you stupid? It doesn't take this long to count change, you should be able to work it out in your flipping head. And I was just like, yes, I am capable of working out in my head, thank you. That's what I said. I went, thank you, I am capable, yeah. That is so rude. You don't know what's going on. You can't tell if somebody's talking to me in my ear. It took me 2 seconds longer. Double checking it to make sure you don't get shortchanged. Another time when I was filling up the fridges in a morning, it normally takes about 3 hours for us to work it in a morning, and it was Christmas. It was just before Christmas. We had some special products which had come out on that day, which we didn't know about. So we'd worked the main product fridge stuff, and then we did Christmas once the store would open. Then we had loads of customers all coming in whilst we were working Christmas delivery going, this was out today, have you got it? I can't find it anywhere. And we were like, it's right at the bottom of this pallet that's taller than me, it's right at the bottom on that corner there. It's like, yeah, we can get it for you. But then at the same time we had so many different customers coming to us and going, can we have that, can we have that, can we have that? And basically just all jumped on the pallet and got it themselves. It was mayhem, but it was the way they were speaking to us at the time when we're just trying to help. We physically can't go any faster than what we are doing. They go, come on mate, we're all waiting for this. So what do you think I'm doing? I'm going as fast as I can. You saying that is not going to make me to go any faster. Another time, about 10:15 at night, I was just tidying the store and I had this customer pop her head round the corner for where I was stood and go, "Do you not sell newspapers anymore?" I was like, "No, I'm afraid we don't, sorry." She went, "Oh, you don't sell caramel waffles either." What is this? It's a bloody joke. You don't sell anything anymore. I'm gonna have to go to Tesco now. I don't control what we stock. That is not my decision. I can't do anything about it. Sorry. Obviously, I haven't said any of this. I just like, what do you say to that though? When somebody says that to you, what do you say to them? Because I've been sat on my till as well, trying to make casual conversation with customers, trying to be friendly, going like, "Oh, have you got any nice plans for this week?" That way I find that I gauge people quite easily as to whether people are up to chat or don't want to chat. When I normally ask that question, people that do want to chat burst into song and dance about everything they're doing that week. So I said the same thing to this elderly couple and they turned around and went, "We're not going to tell you." It's like, oh. Okay, weather's nice today, isn't it? They didn't talk to me after that. And then let's move on to my waitressing job. I was working the day shift, so I was the only waitress on. I'd just taken over from this other waitress as she was going on her break. So she'd sat this couple down, I'd seen her sitting them down, and then she passed the table over to me. Because she knew that I was going to be the waitress, because she was going on a break, she told them, "Oh, Sky's going to be your waitress today and she'll be over in a few minutes." I was like, fine, cool. And then when I noticed that they'd closed the menus and they looked like they were ready to order, I popped over, you know, my usual happy self, and they looked me up and down in disgust. How uncomfortable does it make you feel when you're stood there, "Hiya," and somebody with a big frown on their face goes, "Are you ready to order?" And they were like, "Yeah." It was like, "Alright, what can I get for you today?" And they went, "We're just gonna have the buffet." And at this point it was 3:10. They'd come in at 5:03. Buffet finishes at 3 o'clock. I just went, "Oh, buffet finished at 3 o'clock, I'm afraid." And they went, "Oh. Well, I thought it was," and they started mumbling to themselves. I was like, "Oh, I'll give you a few more minutes then to look at the menu again." So then I went back over to them later and they ordered some food. I was like, fine. Took the food over myself, offered them more drinks, did everything I could for them, checked back up on them. Whenever I went over to them, I was like, "Oh, is everything alright with your meal?" They went, yeah. The frown on this face is something I've never seen before. They were just not a happy couple. I don't know why, but they didn't like me. Bearing in mind that I could not have done more for this couple. I was so happy with them, took their order, got the order perfect, got them the bill, sorted it all out for them. When they came over to pay the bill, "Oh, was everything okay for you?" And they went, "Food was nice, service wasn't." Can I have some constructive criticism, please, of what I actually did that you didn't like? I was like, "Oh, that's good then," gave them the receipt, and then they left. And I was like, I went and spoke to my manager. I was like, that couple is the grumpiest couple I've ever served in my life. If we got a complaint about me, it will be from them, and I've got no idea why. And my manager was really supportive. He was like, "Yeah, I've seen you, you've done absolutely everything you could for them, you've done everything as you were trained to do, you've done nothing wrong. They just didn't like you, basically." I had another table which was like these 2 men and their 3 kids, which must have been about 12ish. A colleague of mine had told me to make sure the order was absolutely spot on for them, as they've been in the past and have claimed the order's being correct to try and get some free food. So I got them the food, it was absolutely spot on because I'd read the order back to them and they didn't complain about that whatsoever. And then they started eating this ice cream which they'd helped themselves to. So I went over to them and I was like, "Oh, do you want to order any desserts?" And they were like, "No." I was like, "Oh, is it just the 2 ice creams then?" Because they were eating these ice creams. And he turned around and was like, "Don't understand what the F you're trying to tell me. Why the F do I have to pay for the effing ice cream?" I just said, "Because it's not free." I don't understand why people think it's free. There's no sign anywhere. You look on the menu, there is a price next to the ice cream. They just started swearing at me. I went and told my manager. I was like, "This table's not going to be happy when I give them the bill because they've been charged for the ice cream and they didn't want to pay for it." And then another time it was in a round table. So at the restaurant I work in, we all have our own individual sections. So I had my own section with tables in which I was taking the orders for, bringing the food out, sorting everything out for them. That was my section. At this particular time, my section was happy. There was nothing more I could do for anyone. Everyone was either eating or had ordered. Everything was fine. So I decided to go and help my colleague out in his section. Just went to go and clear a few tables for him, help him out, which he was thankful for. So I went over to this table to go and take their empty plates away, but they did not help me whatsoever. And you don't expect customers to help you. That's fine. That's fair enough. But when it's a round table and I physically cannot reach the other side of it, and yet you're wanting me to take the plate, how am I supposed to... when you could literally just pass it a little bit closer, just a little bit closer. So I took the ones that I could reach, and at this point my hands were full anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to take it anyway. So I went and took that away, just put it in pot wash, came back, and then went and took some more plates off the table. I also took the dessert order because they were wanting dessert. So but obviously because I don't want them waiting a long time for the desserts, I left that plate on the table as I was putting the dessert order through. So as I was putting this through, I was just doing it at the table behind them. I could hear them talking about me. Turned around or something, she was like, "Can you come clear this away please?" And I was like, "Yeah, just just 1 minute. Whilst I was putting this dessert order through, I could hear her saying to a friend, what the F is she doing? Is she gonna come and clear this effing table or not? Bearing in mind, this wasn't my table. This was not my section. This was my colleague's section. Was not my responsibility to do that. Just trying to help, and you are treating me like a bag of poo. They loved my colleague. They gave him a massive tip. And I'm like, why do tables just not like me? What is it that I do? If anybody could let me know, because I don't know what it is. I really hope I don't get in trouble for this video. Anyway, so despite all of the bad that I have experienced, I've experienced far, far more good. I have served some truly lovely people, but I do think it's a good thing to look back on the bad experiences and laugh about them. If you've got any of your own experiences that you want to laugh about, please drop them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do thoroughly enjoy both of my jobs, and I really hope that hasn't put you off getting a job. Bye!